Man, I couldn't wait for this episode. I couldn't wait for this recording just because of what transpired at Night of Champions with your boy, Alec, your boy, Sami Zayn. He did it. He finally did it. He became a world champion, completing his grand slam, pinned Cody Rhodes, ending Cody Rhodes' reign at 113 days. Defeated Gunther also in that process, and he is now champion. He went from being called the Gingerbread Man in the beginning of the year, and now he is a world champion. Sami Zayn, Sami freaking Zayn. What was your reaction when you saw Sami Zayn roll up in a reversal fashion, Cody Rhodes, and you heard that 1, 2, 3 bell ring, Sami Zayn celebrating? What was going through your mind?
I think if they were going to rip the band-aid off, that it was either going to be there or it was going to be WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. So might as well rip the band-aid off now because Sami is not holding on to that title for long. Sorry, Sami Zayn's mama's little boy. It's not. It's not happening. You know, it's a culmination of a 20+ year career. You know, Kevin Owens hated the fact that he couldn't be there, and for obvious reasons. If he's going to win the WWE Championship, might as well be it there. It was done in a fashion that was the best way possible for Gunther to escape the fall, and I think Cody can take this fall because I think there's a million things that you can do with Cody Rhodes. The only thing I can't stand beyond the fact that Sami Zayn is annoying is that like 4 weeks ago we were like having a funeral for a gingerbread man, and now one of the primary parties in these segments is the WWE champion. Like, you got to have a little bit more foresight if you're gonna stick Sami right into that spot from being a joke character into being the WWE champion, because from 1963 until 2001, I don't think I can tell you a single joke character who became WWE champion. You could probably extend that farther into the 2000s, but you know, if they were going to do it, they were going to do it. And Sami Zayn really does have a devoted fan base, and he's kind of made it his shtick. Those people are celebrating, and I am wondering who is going to take this off him as quickly as possible, because that is exactly what needs to happen. Like,
Oh my God.
there's no summer of Zayn. There's no Sami gone wild. He needs to lose at SummerSlam.
Oh man. Wow.
Just
You
like that.
know, you know, that you know, I figured that you wouldn't like it, but I didn't think that you would be like this down on it. No, he
I
needs to
can't wait to
lose
see
immediately.
how they fill this time, you know, because you know, King of the Ring, you know, I can't remember if we were going to get into this later, but, you know, who is Oba Femi going to pick? Uh, I think this is an out for the creative. I think it's an ace up their sleeve to not immediately go to Oba Femi and Roman Reigns, because Oba Femi kind of did the thing on Raw where he's like, "Oh, would you like to see Oba Femi versus Roman Reigns?" And the entire crowd, you know, it's like, okay, you gauged that crowd and they're pretty into it, and I'm sure any WWE fan would be. But is that a SummerSlam match? No, it's
Yes.
not. It's not. I will go to the beds on this every time. WrestleMania matches should be for WrestleMania. That simple. If you're going to have that WrestleMania match and you're looking into the future and it's going to stay that way, then sure, I would support a first match at one of the big four. SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and then WrestleMania, whichever one. But if that's not in the cards, then that match has to be a WrestleMania match. And I'd rather see, at least for the short term, because it's not like the fans are going to turn on Oba Femi, that Oba Femi chooses Sami Zayn and then whoops that trick on the Gingerbread Man at SummerSlam.
We differ in that thinking right there when it comes to Oba Femi, but we're going to put a pin in that a little later. As far as Sami Zayn first, hey, I would say the man deserves it. I mean, he makes stuff work. You know, like I say, he went from the Gingerbread Man and he went for this guy that was just like bitching and complaining backstage and dubbed himself the last real good guy, and he made it work. And they're coming into a surprising win. I thought Gunther was going to win, like kind of like a ha 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 type of win. Like I got both of y'all, but yeah, I don't mind this if it plays out like this. If Sami Zayn becomes if he becomes more delusional and desperate to hold on to that championship, and he does, let's say you have a match and he pulls out like low blows and he does hit you with the title, like if he does stuff like that, I think it'll be worth it. I know you want him to lose SummerSlam. I don't mind him losing at SummerSlam. I don't mind him having a short reign, but make it interesting to where like this man is just desperate to hold on to that top spot. Like if they do something like that, then I can definitely get behind Sami Zayn run as him being a heel-ish type of character. Like I think it'll work well for him. And he's on record saying that he's not going to be a full heel, but he's just going to incorporate some of those things in there. So if they do that during his matches, they do that. If he continues to like politic backstage like he's been doing the last month or so, then I think it'll be a worthy title reign.
I think desperation will work well on him.
Like Cody is without a title, and a lot of people online at least have been kind of like pushing for Cody to drop the title and him to go on his streak where he's chasing. Do you think? I don't know if they'll ever pull the trigger on him being a heel. So do you think him going without the strap for months on end, maybe like the next 5 months, 6 months, whatever time, do you think they'll help his case as the face of the company?
I think it'll help kind of reestablish his bona fides as a chaser. Because I've said it once and I'll say it again. It's how the roads, it's how they work. Whether it's Dusty or Cody, it's more about the chase than holding the title. And I am a big proponent of the move in the calendar for Money in the Bank to October. I think it works really, really well between SummerSlam and Survivor Series. You want to talk about a way, I think, to get some sparks flying is maybe if they do Raw and SmackDown for Money in the Bank, put Cody in there and make sure LA Knight is in there, because oh my god, everyone is going to be at the tilt for LA Knight to win Money in the Bank. Maybe over these next several months, Cody just chugs along and says, I will get my opportunity at some point. And then at the same time, remember that CM Punk said some time ago before he went on recognizance, sometimes title opportunities fall out of the sky. So I think that all is kind of looking towards Money in the Bank. But we have SummerSlam right in the middle of that.
Now speaking of the King of the Ring, let's talk about the Queen of the Ring for a second, where the Night Champions, Io Sky, went against Liv Morgan. Danhausen came out. Liv Morgan interrupted him. Danhausen cursed her. She slapped him. Then she proceeds to lose the match. Then Io Sky rather quickly said, "Hey, we run this back again at SummerSlam. It's gonna be me and you." Now, do you think that was the right call to have Io Sky challenge Liv Morgan at SummerSlam?
Yes, because it only makes sense. I don't think Io's in the position right now, story wise, character wise, to say, you know who I want? I want to take Rhea Ripley's title. My best friend, Rhea Ripley's title. I want to take that from her. I thought it was interesting, Liv making it to the finals, because we've seen that kind of thing before, where a champion kind of gets inserted into a tournament essentially to defend against all and to make sure that, they don't have a challenger. And she made all the way to the finals, and she got her ass cursed by Danhausen, and well deserved too. And I'll tell you what, if anyone's losing sleep right now, it's Tony Khan. The way that Danhausen, I think, has single-handedly saved the partnership between WWE and ESPN is insane. Because I was thinking that this partnership is going to cannibalize itself, where the WWE fans are going to get sick of the ESPN programming, and the ESPN viewers are going to get real sick of the WWE programming. And somehow, some way, Danhausen is the one who makes it work. Not Roman Reigns, not Cody Rhodes, any Jey Uso showing up, at 3 p.m. on ESPN talking. No, Danhausen. And so I thought it was a good idea to have Danhausen on the pay-per-view, especially after the NBA Finals. Even if it's in Saudi Arabia, I'm sure has a lot of basketball fans. They field Olympic sports and all that good stuff. And so to put a curse on Liv Morgan, and then Liv Morgan gets on the mat looking up at the lights, 1, 2, 3, and run it back at SummerSlam. I'm about it.
I kind of feel like the curse wasn't meant for a Night of Champions. I feel like the curse is meant for down the line. You know what I mean?
And she just happened to lose tonight.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Danhausen curse is they meant to come out of nowhere.
Oh, they are long lasting too.
Yeah.
They have to be uncursed. Yeah.
Going back to Liv and Io, it was duh, Io's going to win the Queen of the Ring. Of course, she's going to challenge Liv Morgan. She beat her once and she can beat her again. That's the mentality. And then I think Rhea Ripley, you keep her over there with SmackDown, because I think she's in a collision. She's going to be a collision course with Charlotte, Jade, and JC Jane over there. So she's going to have her hands full. So you have that. Might be your favorite four-way might be coming.
Just a quick shot on that. Holy overbooking that match. Oh my God. Everyone was there. Including Chelsea. So I'm looking forward to that. I really hope Chelsea gets the world title. I really do. It would have to happen in a Sami Zayn kind of way.
How you think it should go down though between Io and Liv? Because I feel like a promo battle between the two, as we are in between time, would not be great.
Oh no. Io Sky away from the microphone. Always.
I think if you lean in, I think if they lean in on maybe the implosion of Judgment Day of the ladies.
But when is it gonna happen? When?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. You would think SummerSlam probably be the best way to make that happen.
I mean, is there a did someone light the fuse on the stick of dynamite? Like we had months ago this little thing about like, oh, you know, Finn Balor has his little in, with Roxanne or whatever, and it's like, well, that went nowhere. And and then you have the original two female members besides Rhea. And when do you do it? That was the whole thing about the original Judgment Day, is they kept faking until finally they turned on Rhea and Damian in the same night.
Let's go on to what we kind of previewed in the first segment, where we talk about Oba Femi. He's the king of the ring, and what direction he should go to. You said that he should go in Sami Zayn's direction, try to get that. I think he should go to Roman Reigns' direction and get that title, or at least try to go for it. I just think based on sometimes WWE has to listen to the people, and the people want to see that. And I believe WWE should really tie the rocket to Oba Femi. And how you do that, you put him against perhaps the biggest superstar of this decade, which is Roman Reigns, and you put them in a match and you create something out of that. Uh, I think I would more so like to see Sami Zayn tied in to who we already mentioned, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, possibly Drew McIntyre. I'm more interested in that than Oba Sammy, because I feel like if you do Oba Sammy, Oba has to win.
Yeah.
If you do Oba Roman, Oba necessarily don't have to win, but as long as you make him look strong, then I'm fine with that. I'm fine with him taking that L, or in it, or that can end like in a no DQ going Oba's way. Because I still think also there's work. One more match has to be done with him and Brock. I mean, they're on the collision course for that too. And I remember seeing the idea online saying Oba should go face at SummerSlam. It should be Oba and Roman, and then you put Oba and Brock maybe like night 2 to kind of end that feud off. So I like that idea more. But I think overall, I just want the Rocket to be tied to Oba, and you put him in front of the biggest superstars, and you have, and then like you said, he already teed it up in that promo against Jay. He was like, "Hey Jay, I'm not even worried about you that much. Go get your cousin. When you get your cousin, we can talk." So I think I'm down for that a little bit more than the Oba Sammy at SummerSlam.
I think, especially for like a newer superstar like Oba Femi, I think anything involving the bloodline is quicksand. It is quicksand. I feel like the only thing that works with the bloodline is established superstars. And even then, it can get kind of squirrely here and there. But if this was, before this new bloodline started up, sure, absolutely, I'd go for it all the way. But now, just to kind of go off tangent a little bit, the MFTs are broken up completely because Tongaloa and Jeff Cobb were released, and on SmackDown, Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga broke up with Solo, so now Solo is Solo. So that means that is just loose ends upon loose ends again for the bloodline. And I don't know if I personally want to see Oba Femi mixed up in all of that, even if it comes down to a disqualification loss or disqualification win, that the crowd would go apeshit booing at. I think would be a terrible finish. And then there's really no other way around it. So I can't be for that. So I'd rather see him face Sami Zayn.
From that angle, I do get what you're saying. Like the bloodline is a vortex. Like look at LA Knight. He's been stuck. The LA Knight been stuck in there for like 3 or 4 years now. But I feel like Oba Femi is just different. Like everything about him is just different. And he's presented as the the mountain you can't climb, the mountain you can't conquer, don't matter the numbers, he's gonna knock them all down. And I feel like that can work if you do that, but then really stack it against him. Like, okay, you got past Jay, but then you got Jimmy, who behind the scenes can pull the strings. And then you got to deal with Jacob Fatu. That's something that I don't mind seeing that match right now. Oba and Jacob Fatu. They don't work. Yeah, Roman got to do it somehow, some way. I kind of also I feel you on the no DQ finish, but I'm trying to see where it's safe for both of those guys because the second alternative for me is like you just have Roman win by cheating. Brock costs Oba the match, which is like simple. That's simple, but sometimes simplicity works. Either way, I do shout out Oba Femi, man. Like I said from day one, this guy has it. He has it all. He knows the game. He studies it. You can see it in his matches. He knows what buttons to press. I'm very impressed. And he's only 27. So like, man, the sky's the limit for that guy. The sky's the limit for that guy.
And I think he is eminently coachable from what I've seen. I have seen small things change since the time that he was in NXT to now. Small things that have all contributed to a greater picture. And that means that he is eminently coachable. And that is someone who has a long career in professional wrestling and especially in the WWE. And I think that is what's in store for him.
Yep. And the small thing that I noticed in that match, but the camera got it, but this is what I noticed when Jay put him in a sleeper hold and Oba's eyes got real big and he ended up like getting that momentum back. Like things like that. Like that really count. Bonus time. You gotta talk about CM Punk. He's been noticeably absent for quite a long time since his loss at WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. I know you've seen the pictures. The man looks jacked right now. I don't know if they edited it. You can't trust everything on the internet. But we won't know until he comes back. But the thing is, and it seems like he's gonna come back soon too, because we're 5 weeks away from SummerSlam, and he's definitely going to be involved. But what way should he be involved? Like you said, the last time we see him, he was like, hey, title opportunities come out the sky. You never know. Said that to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was champion, but he's not now. Sami Zayn is. What do you think is the role for CM Punk now? Do you see him somehow creeping over to SmackDown or staying on Raw on Netflix, chase the title rather quickly when he comes back? Like, what you think the future is like for CM Punk for the rest of the year, or at least going into SummerSlam?
Now that we know that Cody no longer has his championship, that what CM Punk meant was Money in the Bank, and that all bets are off. There are no friends. And I think finally CM Punk is going to stab Cody Rhodes in the front, like he said he would as a friend at Money in the Bank. How you get there? I think Punk has to get thrown into the bloodline stuff just to eat up time. Put Punk with LA Knight. I think that's magic. And see what happens.
My short answer for this question, I'm the one who asked the damn question in the first place, but I still don't know. I still don't know. But the only thing that's on my mind right now is like I feel like something got to be done with him and Cody.
Yeah.
I don't care where it is, what PLE it is. Something got to be done between. Yeah, and I think, I think that's you hit the nail on the head with that over and over. I think that could be a great place. And also, I feel like if Punk and Cody get into a program, I think you have to turn Cody heel at that point.
Until it happens, I'm gonna be big, big, big down on
No, I
Cody
feel you on
Rhodes
that.
as a heel. I think he'd be great as a heel.
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
I don't see him wanting to do it. He didn't want to do it in AEW, and it turned the entire fan base against him, and he still didn't care, and he left to go be a babyface elsewhere.
But I feel like this. If John Cena can do it, Cody can do it too.
Which was a
And
train wreck. It was
I
a train wreck.
I think John Cena's heel turn was good. I think it was good.
It was a train wreck.
But we I think it was good for they had to recover a little bit, but I think they're
Chugga,
fine.
chugga, 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 chugga.
Except the R-Truth thing. I didn't like that much. But
Well, you didn't like Ron Cena?
no. All in all, to wrap it up, I hope we just see CM Punk soon. He still got some left in the tank, even though I think we're seeing the end, or we at near the end of it, but he still got some left in the tank. He could put together 5-star match, 5-star promo, whatever have you. I just hope that we see him back on TV soon, back on the PLEs.
I still want to see Punk and Orton.
Oh, I forgot Randy Orton's still on the shelf. Man, it's a lot.
I still want to see Punk and Orton. That's all I got to say about that.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. All right, this is the end of the Pipe Bomb main event here on Stacey on Sports on our YouTube channel. I am Stacey Carter II, joined by the Alec Ryder. Follow us everywhere on social media at Stacey on Sports. Keep a lookout for our new home, StaceyOnSports.com. Still building it up. We're going to have great content on there, and we are marching forward towards SummerSlam, the WrestleMania of the summer, Alec. They can have WrestleMania type of matches at SummerSlam. They can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, until next time, everybody, take it easy. This is Pipe Bomb Main Event on Stacey on Sports.